Hello everybody, it's Wednesday and it's a beautiful Wednesday where I am. It's a very lovely evening, and because it's Wednesday it's got to be Whiskey Wednesday. Still got some of this left, which is pretty cool, and I should have some of it left. So let's get on with the ceremony of every Whiskey Wednesday. We'll pop the cork. Beautiful noise. I've overfilled the ice in my glass from shiny precious metals, so we're going to have to try and slide some in there, which is cool. More ice, less whiskey. Don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, Balvenie again tonight. Love that. Super cool. Looks lovely. Look at that golden look. So cool. I hope you're all well. Cheers everybody. I'm gonna have to so what do we think? A little bit of a different a different setup tonight. I think Whiskey Wednesday, sort of puppy theme maybe. Got no music or talking in it. I could add some actually. I'm getting quite creative with what I'm doing in some of my videos. But yeah, it's a bit of a bar night, as you can probably see from there all the way over to there, and I've run out of room, so I've had to use the front. Anyway, cheers. We'll go for that in a minute. As we always start a Whiskey Wednesday by the normal culprits. They're in the background. My silly little Lego figures, which makes me laugh. But we've got cobras. End of my little display here, and as we go through, got something from Daft Precious Metals there. The famous Cobra gift that he gave me, that barrel, whiskey barrel, which was pretty cool. Some stickers up here, APM, addicted to precious metals, Cobra Stacker, CY Sterling, 365, Stephen, Stack Collector, Stacker Social, and Daft stickers. They're sitting up the back there. We've got 365's corner down here, surrounded by his beloved copper. And then we've got some poker chips, Stephen poker chips, Stephen channel round, Stackers there. And that's with only a little sip of whiskey. Stacker Social poker chip, Daft Precious Metals poker chip, addicted to precious metals poker chip, the Stack Collector poker chip, the Stack Collector there, little Lego figure, and a few gifts from a few people very kindly that have sent me this stuff to put on my display, which is super cool. And loads of bars of silver. Bars, pubs and bars. Sort of go together, don't they? Anyway, as I said earlier, hope you're all well. We'll quickly go through a few things like I like to do. And that's what's been going on since the last Whiskey Wednesday. Well, I've personally, I hold my hand up, I haven't watched a hell of a lot on YouTube. Just the normal things that I like to update on. on a daily basis, but we go through them. Stack Collector did an awesome on Saturday night Saturday stack chat on the Stack Collector. Yeah, see what's sterling on this week, which I very briefly popped in at the beginning of it, just to say hi on the live chat, but I couldn't stay, so I was busy as always, and but I did watch it. I listened to it on a Sunday morning, like I do. Very interesting. See what Sterling knows a lot about different older types of coins, which is really cool to watch. And yeah, it's kind of cool that he's posting a little bit more now. I've been doing quite a few shorts. Yeah, interesting guy. I enjoyed the chat. It was really cool. Stack Collector's doing he's doing some amazing things tech-wise. Does some amazing stuff for Cobra's auction, which is hats off to you, Stack Collector. It's really cool. Which I can move on to again. The Cobra Stackers auction was last Friday. I think I managed to watch 5 minutes of it. You knew I couldn't be on. It was my youngest son's birthday last week. Pardon me. And we couldn't go out on his birthday day because he was working. So we took him out for a nice meal to a nice pub that we go quite frequent when we want to treat ourselves. That was really cool. So yeah, I missed most of it. I did catch up on it to a degree. I think it went okay. It's always a bit of a challenge because you're relying on people with money to buy, and at certain parts of the month, some people have got a little bit more than others, or than other parts of the month. So yeah, it's. I think it was a pretty reasonable auction. Some nice pieces in there. I think he sold quite a few standard bullion pieces that night. Money's a little bit tight for people, which is, you know, that's the name of the game. That's what it's like everywhere for everybody. But yeah, interesting. So I believe his next auction is this Sunday. Hopefully I've got that right. So he said to me yesterday that he's expecting some very nice pieces coming in from America, which would be interested to see what they are. Like always, yeah, his channel and his auction is so cool because we get to see pieces that not only do we only normally see if we're lucky, if we're searching around on the internet, but he gets them in and gives them a good old reviewish type of thing and puts them on these auctions. So it gives us all an opportunity to buy it in a different way, whereas it's a little bit more difficult if you're trying to buy abroad. We all know those headaches. Some of these pieces you can only get from abroad. So yeah, it'd be interesting his auction on Sunday. See how that goes. Moving on, what else have I seen? 365. Been following 365 for quite a while, and have a fairly good relationship with him. Been a little bit critical of it in the past, but only constructively. But he's so supportive on my channel, and I love his creativity. He's had it's quite interesting actually, because he's had a lot of I believe from the Stack Collector talking on the Stack Chat on Saturday Stack Chat. He's had some criticism about his April Fool's video that he put out, which to me I saw as an April Fool's. Within about 2 or 3 minutes of of watching it, because one, I know he does it every year, and two, what he was saying was like, what are you going on about? And then the two sort of the penny drops pretty quickly. So listening to the stat collectors little chat he was having about the I don't know, that maybe a little bit of, what do you call it, bad press or bad whatever, giving that, saying that 365 has had a bit of a stick over what he's done. But for me, it's really difficult, because I sit there and I think, yeah, I get it. You want to try and believe it, but I can't help. I mean, 365 had posted a couple of things. Oh, has Andy seen this? Has Andy seen that? I'm thinking, Andy who? And it dawned on me, Andy. I think it's Andy Sheckman. And obviously, I managed to see a video that he and Andy, I might be ballsing his name up, Sheckman. And again, what do I know? I think he's some sort of bullion dealer mover. He runs a business that's into silver, and but I think it's just silver. It might be silver and gold. But anyway, he was giving 365 some grief, really, calling him a moron, and for putting out all this stuff. And I sat there and I thought, whoa, what is going on here? What are these people going on about? They're either completely stupid, or this is the facade of YouTube social media game that everyone plays. And for me, being an old cynical person, I sit there and I think, whoa, 365's really clever what he does. I've never hidden this, he's a master of his craft. He's built his channel up incredibly quickly to a big size. If you measure subscribers as a measurement of success, he's done that very quickly. But he's very good at what he does. He's extremely good. I don't care what anyone says. He's extremely creative in attracting traffic and views to his channel. And that's what it's about. This to a degree. I know a few people go, oh, it's not about that. Well, it is really, to be honest. Otherwise, no one would really do it, with the exception of a very, very few people. But I watched this Andy Sheckman, and I was sitting there thinking, oh dear, this is either sour grapes or this is a promotional grab at exposure on a subject that seems to have gone viralish, and everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. And they're either really all clever, because I've watched Andy Sheckman talk up bloody silver, just to talk it up, to get probably just to get views, just to get more sales, and promising this. Well, not promising this. That's stupid for me to say, but saying this, saying that, and you sit there and think, what are you going on about? But it's publicity is good, bad publicity is good, and I just think people get their knickers in a twist over a load of old rubbish, really. But that's the game, I was saying last week about the game in finance. There's a game in everything, and for me, it makes it a little bit difficult, because you begin to start to wonder what you're viewing and what you're seeing is manipulated, orchestrated, or actually is it for real? And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to anybody, but this is the problem nowadays of social media. You've got your good actors, your bad actors. You've got everyone thinking that there is only one way to do whatever, and you've got all these opinions, and that becomes very, very difficult for people that want to try and get good information about certain things makes it hard. It makes it really hard, but it is what it is. And recognising the game, as I like to say, and I'm hopefully not giving it any injustice, really. It's just my opinion. You know, what do I know, for God's sake? Just expressing it, you know. I'm not saying it's right, wrong. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. It's just a viewpoint of how I see it and how difficult it is sometimes to recognise really the true fact of what's going on. But that said, 365 buddy, you've done what you know, whether you intended to do that or get as much publicity out of it, which has obviously helped your channel obviously bust over this 10,000 subscriber mark, which hats off to you. Cheers. Well done indeed. If that was your goal, which I believe it was your goal, to get to 10,000. So yeah, you know, you're using the system very well. Innocently or not, I have no idea really. But it does get back to what I was saying last week. It's just very difficult when lots of people have got their agendas, and it just makes it really hard to actually start to believe. It almost becomes like a bit of a soap opera, some of this stuff. But that's EastEnders. Been running for a long time in the UK because it's entertaining for people to watch. So it will always happen, but fair play. I'm not sure you're a moron, dude. I think, if anything, if he was being sincere, which I doubt, because I'm sure that's brought a lot of traffic to his channel and his business. But even if he was, he's very wrong. You're a clever guy, and I wish you well. Wish you luck with what you're doing, which is cool. So that's 365. Well done on the 10,000. You've achieved your goal, whatever that was, you know, and hopefully we can see. I did mention this into a little email that we exchanged emails a few days ago now. I just said that'd be nice to see you have a little bit more of your old format. That'd be cool to see, but that's just me being, I suppose, selfish, really. What I want to see. It's not about what I want to see, it's about what other people want to do. So yeah, well done you. Moving on. So, a little bit of an update on the giveaway. Channel giveaway. Now, as we know, there was only 2 winners. That was Jim and Shiny Precious Metals. Jim from Australia. It's pretty cool. I decided that I would do a playoff question, which I emailed them both during the week. And excuse me, I've got to sneeze. I'll get a little bit of hay fever. That seems to be playing up tonight, but sorry. So decided to send them a question as a tie break, and I said if they both get it right, then I would split the prize and send them half each. So basically the question was, in which year did I buy my first Bitcoin? And I gave them a multi-choice answer, which was 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And they've both replied, which is really cool, and they were both correct. It's really cool, actually, because I think these 2 guys, Shiny Precious Metals and Jim, over in Australia, they obviously watch my channel very much to dig out this information. So I'm kind of pleased that they're both got it right, and I'm going to split the prize between them, which is really cool. So, Jim, Shiny Precious Metals, congratulations. You're the winner. You're both winners. And I will email you both, but what I will need you to do is very carefully send me an email. I will confirm this on email, but send me an email with a Bitcoin address, and you hopefully will know what I'm talking about, to send you your prize. And yeah, it's amazing how quick it comes through. So that'd be good. So I'll catch up with you anyway. So well done, you guys. That's the 500 giveaway sorted. That's going to be split between the two of them. So what else? Religiously, as you're probably all aware, I religiously, as part of my educational process, watch the Double Hump Daddy. I laugh every time I think of this. Camel Finance. I watch his channel a hell of a lot. It's not the only channel I watch a lot of from an educational point of view. Yeah, he's. Can I first say his channel is growing incredibly fast. I think he's up to 12,000 subscribers now, which is crazy. Especially he was under 500 subscribers. Might have been about 300 subscribers when I first subscribed to his channel. A little over 2 years ago now. 22, 23, 24. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Time goes so quick, doesn't it? Maybe it's under 2 years, maybe 18 months, something like that. Anyway, yeah, well done, dude. You're smashing it. You're being very creative with your shorts, which is cool to see. You're putting out some good alpha information for people to digest and take note of, and then digest into their investment, whatever they're doing, strategies, along with all the other information. Hopefully everyone else takes on board. So it's really cool to see. He'd done a fantastic live with Kamazaki. Hopefully I didn't balls it up. On Saturday, actually, Saturday evening, did a live, which I caught up on. Fascinating. I would highly recommend anybody that hasn't watched it. You should be subscribed to Camel's channel by now if you're interested in investment or trading or trying to learn and understand and get your head around what's going on out there. You should be subscribed to his channel, but I think it's Saturday he put it out, so if you jump over to Camel Finance's channel and yeah, obviously have a look at his information and videos. But Saturday's live that he did, very worthwhile watching. Quite technical. He did it in 2 bits. There was a part 1 and part 2 because I had a little bit of a mishap during the first stream. But yeah, it's technical, but bear with it. You know, you've heard me say this before. Just listen, because there's always something somewhere in Camel Finance's videos that is relevant to what it's relevant to what I'm trying to achieve. And I'm not a swing trader like he is. I'm not really a trader, to be fair. Probably am in a sort of way, but not really in the way that all these young guys are and young ladies are. But there's still alpha. There's still alpha in there, and yeah, well worth a check out. Please go and check that out. Talking of Camel, we've had this whiskey and rum series going, and we are up to the next one's going to be whiskey and rum 6, whiskey and rum and Coke, because Cobra's in it now, and he does like a Diet Coke. That's going to be recorded this Saturday, and there will be again some serious alpha information conversation going on there, that's for sure. which would be very interesting. And we're going to record it on Saturday, and it'll be out on Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time, which would be cool, absolutely cool. And there's a few things being bantered around about possibly changing the name to Two Sips and a Cig. I think it's Two Sips and a Cig. So, which has got quite a ring to it. Obviously, two sips, whiskey and rum. And we know that anyone that watches Cobra's channel, he does like a fag cigarette. So that's where the cig comes in. So, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Two cigs and... No, two cigs. I'll have to get it right. Two Sips and a Cig podcast. So, yeah, I'll have a chat with the lads the weekend. And, yeah, maybe we'll change the name for that. But that's going to be really cool to do. On a bit more of a regular basis, which leads me into what else have I been doing? You all know I like my investments. I keep a bit of a close eye on anything that I'm investing in. Probably sometimes a little bit obsessive over it, but yeah, let's talk gold. Gold's had a nice spike, and silver had a nice spike. And this is what I'm saying about Camel Finances. Now, he always goes on about cycle. He trades in cycles. I'm not even going to try to attempt to explain what all this means. You need to go and watch his stuff. But I've slowly sort of started, probably over the last year, started to do my own sort of charts, trend lines, looking at what's going on, trying to understand how it works. And it's taken me ages, and it will continue to take me a while going forward, because you can't learn everything. But I started to plot out my own cycles, along with guidance from Camel's channel. And I was expecting, if this voodoo type weird cycle thing that happens, if that was going to work, it was going to kick in 2 days ago. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. And lo and behold, it's done it. So we've seen gold and silver sort of, come down into this cycle, end of cycle. I don't know if it's a weekly cycle. I think it's a 30-day cycle. I'm not sure, really, to be fair. You need to watch his channel anyway. And I haven't got my computer next to me, so. But anyway, it's dropped in. Bang on. Absolutely bang on. I know he always says give or take, a couple of days. But again, bang on. I don't know why it does it. I have no idea why it does it. But it happened again. So for me personally, well, I've been holding off because I wasn't 100% sure. I put my trust in this system a little bit more, and it means that it's happened. I've got a nice little trend line that I'm waiting for gold to break out of again before I can sort of think, it's going to go on that little bit of a hike again into the cycles. And it works. It really does work. So gold's on its way down, although it's sort of steadied off. It's had a bit of a plunge out. To give you a bit of an idea on my stupid chart, I was talking to Cobra about this, and I said I could definitely see a retraction down to 1870, and we seem to. I know it dropped a little bit lower than that, but we seem to be bouncing around that lot. So I'm waiting for gold to, if it's going to carry on this bit of a bull run, then I would expect it to break and hold above 1870 again. If it does, then that's sort of bit of confirmation. I can't believe I'm saying this. Bit of confirmation for me to think, off we're going to go again, and that's when I'll probably buy a bit more gold. But it works the opposite way, because you know, a lot of people will tell us, well, why don't you buy it now? And I said, well, it might go down a bit more. So that's the added advantage of having a confirmation when it goes up, you know. All the time it's underneath, you can monitor it and not panic, you know. I think, is it going to go down anymore? Is it going to hold? Because you always want, I get what he says now, you want confirmation to give you confidence, and that limits your risk. I get it now. It's just sort of really clicked for me this year, which is cool. But that's been and it's still no certainty, but God, it helps with risk assessment and trying to, you know, buy at times and understand when to buy a little bit, just to limit your risk. But it's all risk, you know, and that's what it's about. So that's really cool. Hopefully that made some sense. Probably didn't. Now silver's done the same. So I've got a similar setup with silver. Keeping an eye on that. But basically I haven't bought, that's rubbish, I just lied. Pardon me. I haven't bought anything significant for a little while now. Pardon me. In the precious metals market, just because I just want to understand what's going on and get some confirmation to help my confidence. But that said, this is the beauty of what I've always said, is once you get that base layer in, you've got no need to panic, because you're in, you know. So, you know, even if you're starting out new, at whatever rate you can start at, you're not going to miss out on anything. You know, what's important is, one, that you just dip your toe into the pond if you want to, and then just take it easy and learn. Definitely learn. Moving on to Bitcoin, big thing of mine. Same thing. Chopping around in some levels. It's going up and down. You can see the big boys playing around with it all. So, you know, I'm quite happy to just sit there and ride it out, really. Even before Camel was saying on his past couple of videos, I think, you know, he's quite expecting it to go another 27 days, which is at the end of another cycle. I think those Bitcoin cycles work in 60 days. You get a half cycle at 30 days. But you watch that, it actually works. It's really weird, very strange, very, I don't know, I'll call it voodoo-ish. I don't know why it happens. It's very strange, but it happens, and that gives you that little bit of an edge and a little bit of an expectation to manage what you're doing. So yeah, I even thought to myself at the weekend, I can see this going on to the end of the cycle. Makes sense. Camel sees the same, so it gives me a lot of confidence to think, God, I think I'm starting to know what I'm talking about, which can be dangerous, obviously. So yeah, I'm not panicking about that either, because I'm in, my toes in. But you know, you guys, if there's a lot of talk about Bitcoin, everyone's talking about Bitcoin, quite rightly so. But again, just apply the same philosophy, you know, dip your toe in, learn your trade, learn about stuff, you know. I do try and put in my community tab on my channel. I try to put some stuff in there that I've been watching that I found useful. So yeah, it's all a bit weird. Stocks and shares, S&P's got into that cycle low as well. Again, clockwork. Call it spooky, call it not. Don't know, but it seems to work. And if that can give you a bit of an edge, happy days, guys. Happy days. That's what it's about, you know. Because those bastards that play around with the big money won't give a crap about you or me. So if you can find any little edges to give you that little bit of a less risk orientated trade investment, then it's got, you know, it's worth it. Definitely worth it for us at our level anyway. So that's really cool. So yeah, the market's all over the place. There's loads of stuff going on. I find it fascinating that, you know, Camel was on about it today as well, and you know how the US can just use another country's foreign treasury, you know, fund, take it away from them, and then use it to fund another country that country that they took the money want is fighting against, you know. And I don't know whether that's a sincere cock up, whether it's orchestrated, whether they want to do it. I like to think that people are very intelligent. That's a bit worrying. That's going to be interesting. This is going to be a wild year, as Camel will say, and I can't see it being. I don't know. There's always a gut feeling, and I've been saying this for ages. I can't see it being overly brilliant, but I'm hoping it's going to be cool. But every time I talk to Cobra about this, we both turn and say, "Yeah, that's a lot of hopeism there. We're probably ignoring our gut feelings more than anything else." But hopefully, it's going to be all right. But it's always good to know that possibly it might not be. Expect the unexpected. So, moving on. Let's have a quick chat about these bars. Now, hopefully, I'll try not to make you all seasick. I finally got, thanks to Cobra, he got me some of the new Una and the Lions, which are pretty cool. Let me give a shout out to some people. Here, there's a couple of more. I think I've got 5 Una and the Lion silver 1 ounce bars. There's the I'm going to balls this up. Ashanti, I think it is. Dragon bar. Got a few of those, and obviously a Liberty on Buffalo, Bison, whatever you want to call it. Got some of those, courtesy of Stephen sold me those ones. And Scottsdale Mint, the Vortex bar, the Phoenix bar, some more Una and the Lions there. They're pretty cool. I think I like these versions better, if I'm deadly honest. I think I definitely like the original Una and the Lions, although you can't really see them that well. The Phoenix bars, always stunning, from the Bull Mint. Love them. Some Coronation bars there, up to the Vortex bars, and a Senti and another Liberty Buffalo Bison bar. We'll have a look at the Una and the Lions in a secondo. Dragon bars, should be a new one out this year from the Perth Mint. Can't go wrong with a Perth Mint. They are so cool. Done some videos on those. Unas again. Thanks, Stephen. Thank you for getting rid of your beloved Una bars to me. More Phoenix, and but this is duplication of what's on the right hand side. Some Coronation bars, Vortex bars, and Ashanti, whatever they are. Liberty bar on the end there. So they're all pretty cool. Love them actually. I love my bars. I was never a great fan. This is the stat collector's fault. He started getting them and started displaying them, and I thought, well, they look really cool. And a reflection of my glass of whiskey. You certainly don't want to see my face because you'll all puke. Let's have a look. This is the new Una and the Lion. It is cool because somehow the Royal Mint always make Una and the Lion stand out with some clever, very clever relief work. It's not high relief, but they just seem to pull it off the background there, and they've got a great contrast going to make Una look really cool. And that lion very gracefully walking along beside her. which is pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, you look at it and I think, that's a nice piece of artwork that under the right lighting conditions, without me moving it around all over the place. It does look good. Probably do some more detail work on those. Now when we compare that to, let's try and not cock this up. We compare that to the older, or the original Uno and the Lion. Very similar, but the lighting's not very good here. It's not very controlled, but it's pretty cool. I like this. I like this design. I'm beginning to like up close the other one as well. But this is quite iconic because it's that first version, I believe. But yeah, very contrasty, a bit reliefy. To pull Uno and the Lion off of that background, and it's a very clever piece of minting to do that, which a lot of other mints have perfected brilliantly. Yeah, can't choose. It's really cool. Kind of like that first one because it was the first one. But the second one, yeah, it's growing on me. It doesn't look fantastic. Doesn't look overly fantastic just sitting there, but when you get it up close, it's yeah, it's quite a stunning piece of work actually. Very clever indeed. But I like, you know, it's the Vortex, the Scottsdale Mint Vortex bar. I mean, that's super cool. You do a close up on that. That looks cool. The way they've used patterns and design on the back there. Very clever. Makes it very appealing to the eye, which is what these manufacturers do. They do it very well as well. Extremely well. Extremely well, to be fair. And that's what sells. That's what makes all us punters go a little bit crazy over this stuff. I still love this thing though. And I haven't seen the actual, I haven't seen the Phoenix bar for sale yet. Seen it in the coin, gold and silver, but not the bar, so I might have been a very lucky boy getting these. I'm not sure they're going to bring them out. Good old Bull Mint. That's one of my favourites. From design, contrast. Gorgeous. Very nice. Very nice. And at the end of the day, it's 1 ounce of silver, and that's all it is, but it's got some value. So you can't go wrong. It's cheaper than a packet of cigarettes. It's not as cheap. Not as cheap as a bottle of whiskey though. So that's the bars. I'd like to get some more. I have got some. Oh dear. Wasn't meant to happen. I have no idea why that just did that. It's a bit spooky. Very weird. Just there we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, I'd like to get some more, but I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to do anything at the moment. To be honest. Absolutely no rush at all. One thing I am starting to enjoy is being creative in my studio again. Really enjoying that. Trying to make some intros to videos, trying to introduce some music to my videos, trying to show, and they will get better in time for sure. Trying to show some design off in a different way, introduce music to it, had a play around with AI. Might have seen a short I put up yesterday, I think. Just saying, like, I've got some a dragon video coming out soon. But I used AI to on a program to create the image, and then miraculously it made it move, which is really cool. I had to slow it down because of the music, but well, because of the sound effects that I added to it. But that was just great fun. I can pick it apart like there's no tomorrow, like I can do with all my videos. They're all, from my point of view, I get excited doing them, and then when I watch them back or I post them, I look at it and I just criticise it like there's no tomorrow. So I'm my own worst critic, but that comes with photography as a rule, I believe, for most people that are really passionate about art. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that, and I'm really going to try and push on with that going forward. You know, because creation is the key to many are keeping yourself interested in things, and that sometimes can have an effect on other people, and you know, and push them on, so we all don't get like sort of stuck in the same old sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that a lot, to be fair, a hell of a lot. And that just reminded me, I was going to say something else then, but I don't know what it was, about being creative. Not sure. Okay, so I think I've probably exhausted anything I wanted to talk about this week. Hopefully you like the eye candy out that's out in front of you. It's really cool. It's not until you actually put out stuff. I was saying this to Cobra yesterday. It's you can go get. We all get so wrapped up in our everyday lives and everyday world. We really do. And if you're into stacking, collecting, and creating and YouTubing, you forget what you've got sometimes because you get so into putting videos together, which is quite time consuming. So it's kind of cool to actually get your stuff out, wherever you've got it, get it out, arrange to get it out, and then have a sort through and have a look, and then realise what you've actually got. And I'm sure for Cobra that would take more than a couple of days to do with the amount of stuff he's got. But you know, it's relevant. It's relevant to us all. You know, I'm sure what's out in front of me here, you know, to some people they'd sort of be in awe over, you know, and that's not the point. I don't want. It's not an ego trip or anything. But you know, whether you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 100, 200, 300, whatever pieces of silver, gold, whatever. It's always cool just to set them out, have a look, and pat yourself on the back to say, yeah, well done, because that what you've got in front of you isn't wasted. It's yeah, there's an argument around whether it's worth the money, but at the end of the day it has value, and you haven't sort of just bought a pizza and thrown the the carton away afterwards and never to see again. This is a good way of disciplining yourself to save some value for your hard-earned work. So before I finish, what I thought I'd do every week on a Whiskey Wednesday towards the end is just do a random search on YouTube, and
Expedia, all your trips,
excuse
all
me.
in one.
So what I was going to do was literally just do a search, and all I'm going to do is put Silver Stacker UK, which is what I've done there on my phone, and just pick something that I haven't seen before and just watch it and let you know what I think. That could be contentious, but hey ho. I'd like to do something different. And this is what I do, you know. I've got to show what I do. This is what we all do in real life. So the person is, and I know it is. I haven't followed their channel, so I'm not subscribed to it. It's McDonald Bullion, and the first video that's come up is 1 year of stacking silver. So it's only 5 minutes long, so we're going to watch it. I'll pause it and whatever. But yeah, I thought that'd be really cool to do. So let's play it.
For this video, I wanted to discuss with you some of the things I've learned over the past year of buying silver and gold, stacking it, selling it, what I've learned, some of the tips and tricks, I don't know, really. I kind of looked on my...
That's really cool. These are interesting for anybody. These are interesting videos to watch, actually, because I'm not sure I've done that myself. So already backyard McDonald Bullion has already given me an idea for the future. So this is where it's really useful to watch people's videos.
From when I first started, I saw some of the videos that I did, some of the purchases I made. The bar on the left is actually the first purchase I made from the Royal Mint. I probably don't recommend going all in on a big bar. I don't really know why I did it, but I'm happy I did it, and I haven't sold it or anything. I'm happy to keep it. But I wanted to discuss some of the things that I've learned over the past year. I don't want to go over extensively some of the stuff I've already covered in the videos. You know, silver here is expensive in the UK as opposed to the US. I told you.
Do you know what puts me to shame? Because I've listened to myself back on my video, but he talks very clearly. That instantly makes it attractive to listen to, which is pretty cool.
Guys, that a lot of times, I'm sure you're aware, and gold is VAT and capital gains tax free as well, which makes it a attractive option to buy. But when I first started making videos, I bought the bar, and I bought a variety of different bullion coins, whatever bullion coins I could find, really. Loads of different ones. I got Maples, Noah's Arks, Eagles, Britannias, etc. And they're all really good. But as I've gone on, and I think other people will...
That's interesting, isn't it, when we say things like that? They're all really good. But often I sit there now and say to myself, why did I think they were good? Which is an interesting question to ask yourself, really. I'm not saying they're not good, but yeah, we in our early stages of doing anything, we think, oh, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. I wonder why we think that's good. Interesting thought.
Maybe be susceptible to it as well, but you kind of find an interest in the numismatic factor as well. For example, I have this PF70 coin, which I'm looking at selling, by the way, so I can get some more gold. So if you are interested, then please let me know. But it's something that I picked up along the way. I never thought I would be collecting an album full of Morgans, for example. This year I'm going to be heavily going into my Morgan album collection, having a look at that, seeing if I can fill out as many as I can. I'm going to see if I can try and pick up some Britannias as well, because UK laws, when it comes to taxes, they are changing, and they are lowering the threshold as well. So it tightens that squeeze, really, is what we can buy and happily sell here in England before we have to think about paying taxes and things.
Interesting information there. This is all these little things you pick up from, and even though I personally know these things, it's always cool as a reminder. So something. My lesson here is, like I've always cracked on and said, watch stuff even when you think you know everything. We don't. We forget stuff, and it's a nice little reminder, and those little reminders are really good to keep us on that, not the straight and narrow, but just keep us on the right mindset to what we're doing. So These sort of information. This sort of information is really, really cool. Really cool. I love it.
There are ways around it, and it's not necessarily something to stop you, but it's just something to think about if you're potentially investing in silver. Perhaps maybe not against not just a hedging against inflation, but something which you may look to sell on for profit later on. I don't know. Everyone has their reasons, and there's going to be people saying that they will never sell their silver. However, for me, silver and gold is a bit of a savings account, really. If you need to liquidate it, you can easily sell.
I like this point he makes there, because it's such a personal thing. We all do this stuff for our own personal reasons, and that makes it a little bit difficult, and he's put that across quite nicely, actually. It makes it really difficult when you're creating and producing videos to not make it too like, this is what you should do. It's really important to express, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm thinking of doing, but you do you know. You've all got your own reasons. How I can, and quite like McDonald Bullion says, he's doing it for his own reasons, and that can be totally different to everybody else. So that's another bit of important information to listen to.
Some of these pieces here, for example, bullion, gold especially, sovereigns, they are so easy to sell as opposed to potentially the numismatic stuff. So if you want quick sales and things like that, I found that bullion is the easiest way, and the easiest way to get the best price is to use potentially marketplaces or your YouTube channel to advertise it. You can do it cheaper than the shops and etc. If you do want to create anything, perhaps you want to get rid of something to get something else. I've traded so many things in and got other things because it's the joy I've.
Do you know what? I've never even thought of that either. That's a great point, actually. Using your YouTube channel to advertise selling stuff. So, I've never really watched this channel before, and I've already learnt so much in, was it? I think it's a 5-minute video. It's really cool. Really cool. I can't express the benefit of watching stuff.
In this. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I have lost some money doing this, because when you buy silver,
I so admire someone that's honest. Fair play, dude. Love that a lot.
If you trade it, or if you sell it, or if you buy something in the short term, you are likely to lose a bit of money, as opposed to potentially holding on to it a lot longer. Now, I am looking at keeping silver. I find it's really good. I find it's really fun to collect and stack this sort of stuff, and to chat with you guys and see the different coins and everything around the world that we can see. But in terms of this year, from everything I've learned that gold is especially attractive here in England, especially when it comes to actually investing. If you are looking for that investment option, compared to silver is rather volatile compared to gold, but that's not.
It's got a flipping attractive price as well. I don't know how old this video is. It's probably a little bit. We'll have a look at the end, but yeah, spot on.
To say that silver is a bad thing, I still buy it. I will carry on buying it, and I'll carry on buying gold as well. But let me know your thoughts. I'd like to hear where potentially you started. Perhaps you're a new stacker. What were your thoughts at the beginning compared to?
This is interesting. Let me know your thoughts. I'm actually doing it on Whiskey Wednesday. It's a first.
What it is now, because I think it's very easy to change your goals. It's very easy to like other things and to get into other things, numismatics, etc. I never thought.
I love that. I absolutely love that. It's so easy to change your goals. I've done that so many times. through my journey, and I think I've spoken about that so many times, so it's kind of cool to hear someone else say the same. That's reassuring. We're not all stupid. We all do it. Well, obviously, I presume we all do it, but that's backed it up. So yeah, that's great info.
I'd be doing a Morgan Dollar album at the start, but here I am. But let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy, and thank you.
You know, Stevie here nearly bailed on you two again.
Not quite sure about the elephant, but hey, what do you reckon on that? So that's McDonald Bullion. That video was a year ago. I haven't watched it before. I haven't subscribed, but I'm going to subscribe to it, so I'm going to watch a few more of his bits and pieces and support him. Lovely bit of information. What do you reckon? Do you reckon I should do this more often? That's quite good fun, actually, because I'm just showing what I do. This is what I do, you know. I will literally just watch creators, learn from creators. I will criticize creators, but it's all part of the process. I ain't right at all, you know. It's all part of being human. We love to do it. It tickles our egos. But at the same time, I will praise creators, and I will often criticize myself for being a dick sometimes. That's cool. What do you reckon? Do you enjoy that? Something different. That's McDonald Bullion. I'll put a link to his channel. It's an interesting channel. But yeah, it's all part of the educational process, and I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So if you enjoyed that little segment, I can add on to Whiskey Wednesday. I'm not here to, I'm not going to be wanting to be critical and all that old crap. That's just not me. It can be me. If there's something I totally disagree with, then I'll try and work it out, you know, in my head. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do that. Give me some ideas of who you would like me to watch. And we'll do like a little short video on that person, and I'll express my feelings as I watch it, you know, and just share what I think when I watch this stuff, you know. Might be fun, could be a good laugh, but yeah, there's some serious stuff behind it as well. We can all learn from it all. So yeah, thank you, McDonald Bullion. Thank you very much for being the guinea pig there. But let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to watch a short video on my Whiskey Wednesdays. Yeah, let me know who to look up, and we'll do it live. Well, not live, but we'll do it in situ on that evening. We'll just pick someone and watch their content and watch it together. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like good fun, actually. Got to be creative. Got to bring some more stuff to Whiskey Wednesday. Anyway, that's about it. Coming up, don't forget Whiskey, Rum and Coke, or maybe it was going to be called 2 Sips and a Cig. I like that. That sounds really cool. Recorded this Saturday, out Sunday, 2 p.m. in the afternoon UK time, which would be really cool. Who can I give a shout out to? Oh, I must say another thing that I was really pissed off about tonight. Yeah, Cobra's auction. Obviously this Sunday, I believe 6 p.m. Check out his channel because that might not be right. Stack Collectors, Stack Chat, normally on a Saturday night, 7 p.m. I presume that's on again this week. Good, that's a good watch. It is a good watch. Hopefully you enjoyed this Whiskey Wednesday. I have. It's been a bit different, trying to add some different type of content into it. The reason why I was pissed off is like I'm chasing down, I don't know if anyone else has done this, I ordered 2 absolutely gorgeous, lovely silver coins last year in November, and I still haven't got them. They're on pre-order. They keep changing the dates, and I sent a rocket up the backside of the company today. Not that it got me anywhere, because like anything, they relying on third party, and everyone blames the third party, although they were very apologetic. But I'm looking forward to doing a review. But they've just put down the release. They've put back the release date to May, which has really pissed me off. They've had quite a bit of my money for 6 months now, just on 2 coins. They better be worth it when they come out. They certainly look like they should be, but I'll let you know all about that in a video when they finally get here. Apparently they're being released on the 10th of May. Very limited, so we'll see. Anyway, I wish you all well. Take good care, look after yourself. If you're into your crypto, if you're into your Bitcoin or any crypto, not your keys, not your Bitcoin. I love that saying, or not your keys, not your crypto. If you do the altcoin stuff, be aware, educate yourself, look around, be very aware of what's going on in the future. Yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. I hope the crap that I often have a gut feeling about doesn't happen. Not sure about that though. I hope it doesn't happen, or if it does happen, I hope it's not as bad as what I possibly think it could be. Watch the whiskey and rum stuff. Watch Camel. Watch anyone. Just educate yourself. Educate yourself. But most of all, keep healthy. Enjoy yourself. Look after yourself. Take care. See you very soon. See you later. Bye.